Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for this Thursday, February 22, 2024. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel for the latest interpretation of weather as it happens in the lower 48 United States, and I thank you for your support. Right now, we're currently viewing a radar loop out of Paducah, Kentucky. This is the only known severe thunderstorm warning we have, courtesy of radar scope. And as I put the radar in motion, you can see here that we have this line of storms sagging fastly southeastward, and this is creating kind of a bow echo effect, which providing some strong straight line winds. Now in it, you do have a bunch of a hail core here, as you can zoom in here, right along the Ohio River Valley here. So this is heading into Paducah now. You can see the purple indicating pea-sized hail, and that's why the National Weather Service has issued this severe thunderstorm warning that lasts for the next 5 minutes here. It's for south central Massac County, McCracken counties, and expire at 5:45 p.m. Central Time, so about another 4 minutes here. It has weakened to below severe limits, as you can see here, so that's great news. However, small hail and gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. As you can see, it's already bow echoed out here. It's coming through downtown Paducah. So we've had pea-sized hail reports here, about pea-sized hail reports here all around Paducah. It's heading toward Woodlawn, Oakdale, and Reedland here, just over the border here in western Kentucky. So you can see here as I zoom out, as part of that complex of line here, this QLCS, this quasi-linear convective system that's sagging southward through to western Kentucky here, and it's going to hit the I-24 corridor eventually in the next 35 minutes here, or 40 minutes here, from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, down through Clarksville, and on through the I-65 corridor through Nashville, Tennessee. So we have the main line here. We have a line out in front of it here that's producing these showers out in front of the boundary, and then we have the main line here that's producing showers from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, all the way across Sykeston, Missouri, through Cape Girardeau, has just passed through, and into Paducah and Owensboro, Kentucky. So this will continue this race southeastward here and bring those showers there. So if you're in that area, just be careful. Pea-sized hail and strong gusty winds below severe wind limit, so probably around 30 to 35 mile an hour gusts could be possible with that system here. That is the only warning area that we have here that we're looking at here. We just now have a warning area in Arkansas as well. If you're coming into Arkansas here, Grant, Jefferson, Pulaski, and Saline counties. This is just south of Little Rock and I-435 corridor here. So if you're in East End, Hensley, and Reedfield, Arkansas, there is a severe thunderstorm warning that's expiring in about 30 minutes here. This is for northeastern Grant County, northwestern Jefferson County, and east central Saline County and Pulaski County in central Arkansas. Severe storm is located about 10 miles south of southwest Little Rock, moving southeast again, as all the storms are, at 30 miles an hour. 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail are the main impacts with this system here. And let's see if we can go closer here. We're going to go to the Little Rock radar here in Arkansas, and we're going to see here, I'm going to pull it up here. We can see what we have here with this system here. So we're going to see from the Little Rock, Arkansas radar here what we have going on here. I'm just going to flip it over here just 1 second. And you can see it here, right here, just southeast of Little Rock, from Wrightsville, Sweet Home, Scott, and Keogh, and Redfield, excuse me. That's the severe thunderstorm that's coming in here. I'll zoom into East End here. You can see here we have reports of that hail quarter up to an inch, 1.5 inches, an inch and a half. So this is racing very fastly here, moving your cars into your garage or carport. You don't want any damage. This can cause damage, pings and dings, moving anything to sensitive plants or anything, or animals inside as it comes through here. This is about 30 minutes south of Little Rock, Arkansas. And this is in effect, once again, for the next 30 minutes here. So we're doing some warning for northeastern Grant County, Jefferson County, Saline County, and Pulaski County. This is about eastern Arkansas, about 10 miles south of southwest Little Rock. Okay, so this is moving at 30 miles an hour. It's a quick hitting system. Main damage is hail damage to vehicles, like I said, and also wind damage to roof, siding, and trees, as 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail is coming from this system that's bow echoing out here. So if you're in East End, Woodson, Redfield, Wrightsville, Keogh, and Wright Hall, Arkansas, you definitely want to take cover now for this hail. An inch and a half, 1.5 inch diameter hail is being reported in these areas here. And like I said, these storms are moving very fast here. Elsewhere, you have heavy rain extending out towards Magnet Cove, Arkansas, Malvern, Arkansas. On the west side, southwest side of Little Rock, you have heavy rain and gusty winds from Hot Springs, Arkansas, all the way back up Interstate 40 and 435 here in the perimeter, southeast and southwest perimeter of Little Rock. This will continue to impact the areas here. As you can see, that purple is indicating heavy hail over East End right now, Arkansas, and Bauxite in Bryant, Arkansas, is heading toward Woodson, Hensley, and Redfield, Arkansas. That's all the warnings that we have, those 2 warnings. But as you can see, this is part of 2 lines here. This is the main line that we talked about earlier here that was coming through the Ohio Valley here. Coming through, central Arkansas. And then we have the secondary line here coming through the Little Rock, Arkadelphia, Hot Springs area, heading towards that area. Pine Bluff, you're in the clear right now, but these storms are moving toward the south-southeast at 30 miles an hour. So in the next hour and a half, you could be in the danger zone. For those folks in Pine Bluff, you want to keep an eye on these storms as it continues to race southeastward at about 26 knots. So this hail is coming towards your zone for those in Pine Bluff, Redfield, Arkansas, and those other areas, that prominent areas that I mentioned before here. Those are the 2 severe thunderstorms that we have, but this whole complex of storms is moving eastward once again. And so we can look at the radar here. We can see we have rain extending all the way up into the Ohio Valley. If you look at the Maryland radar here, you can see we also have rain into the mid-Atlantic here. And this rain here up in the Sterling, Virginia radar here, you can see the rain here all extending up here. But this is non-severe rain. So if you're in Hagerstown, Frederick, Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, Elkton, Maryland, Dover, Delaware, Philadelphia, this rain is heading towards you. This huge rain shield right along the Maryland-Pennsylvania border is heading towards you. Non-severe, that's the great news, but it is going to throw down about half an inch of rain before it's all said and done in most of these locations here. So if you come along I-70 toward Baltimore, if you're coming up 270 toward Frederick, Hagerstown, up 81 through Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, and Harrisburg, and also on the eastern shore of Maryland, if you're coming along Kent County and down through Dover, Delaware on US 1 through Smyrna, Barrett, Dover, and Wilmington, be very careful as you're heading toward that Delaware Valley area, as this rain shield will continue to impact those areas as well. So be very careful. But this is non-severe limit type rain. This is just steady rain and maybe a little occasional clap of thunder, as there's an inversion, a temperature inversion here, as it's warmer above the ground than it is at the ground level. So you may hear a clap of thunder, but nothing severe with this storm here affecting the Maryland, PA area, as well as the northern Virginia here, through northern Virginia through Alexandria, DC. And if this is just rain, heavy, light to moderate rain is what you can see in the oranges and yellows here with that. So I just want to show that to you here as this whole complex of systems continues to move eastward and out of the area, and it's going to warm up in a lot of these areas tonight in the 40s and stuff here. Out west, we continue to see that the valley, you continue to see that the rain has somewhat calmed down here. If you look at the LA area, courtesy of Radar Scope, we can see that the rain has moved out of the area, out of the LA San Diego basin. They're getting a break now from the rain that they've had last week, and that's a blessing. So you guys out west, enjoy your break. Heavy mountain snows will continue in the Sierra Nevadas and the high ranges, but for the coastal areas, a break is in order for tonight. As you can see here, the radar is clear. This has been your update by the Weather Guru. Please be sure to subscribe and tell me what you would like to see in the comments in terms of covering any type of weather in the lower 48 United States or outside the United States. Thank you very much for listening. I'll talk to you very soon.